Hi, Adam Bazalgette here from SW Golf Academy. Today we're going to look at width in your golf swing that will give it consistency, especially in the backswing, but we'll also look at impact. But what if you're not very flexible? We'll give you a test for that. Are you able to keep this lead arm straight? Maybe not. We'll give you a solution to that as well. Very briefly, if you're new to this channel, we'd love it if you'd subscribed. Helps us build momentum, helps us bring you free content. We also have an app at the App Store, SW Golf Academy app. Hope you'll check that out. Lots of fun stuff there. So old school here, there's Ernie Els on the left, Tom Watson on the right, and Ernie Els' left arm could not be any straighter. In fact, it almost looks like it's hyperextended. Tom Watson, significant bend in the left arm, really due to body styling, as we'll get into, but both of them keep decent space there between their body and the club going back. Let's have a look how. Quick flexibility test to see which camp you might be in. Get your feet about golf width apart and sink down into your knees. Get your lower mid-back flat against the wall. Simply put your arms out, thumbs up, about shoulder width. Can you touch the wall without either arching your back or spreading your elbows apart? If you can, you're flexible enough to keep that straight. If these pull apart, these arms, you might need a little bend like Watson. It's too nice out here at Mediterra not to hit a ball. Let me get to my point here. Stability in the arms is the key, and what we're going to classify that as is not getting farther apart. So the distance between your arms at address would vary a little bit according to your natural physique. Some people are more double jointed and flexible in their arms, other people are thicker in their arms, but whatever that distance is, it should be about the same space between your elbows or forearms at the top of the backswing. If that happens, even if your lead arm bends a bit, you're going to have enough stability. You'll keep your width. Think of it this way. If I had to get my hands or the club closer to me, I have to pull my arms apart in order for that to happen. So this prevents that. Couple of ways to get the feel. Take a small ball, put it between your arms, just below your elbows. This is a weighted ball, and without a club, just make some backswings, keeping that ball in there. Make sure, though, the ball isn't stuck to your shirt. You want to keep some space, keep the ball a little bit away from you, but it gives you the feel. If you don't have a ball, or if you just want to try this exercise, right hand under left hand, back of hand to back of hand, no club, and just make some backswings that way. You'll start to get the feeling for how these arms are more together. And you've got to still be able to hinge the club freely. Once you've added some resistance into your arms, you need some freedom of hinge, but that's another subject. We have some content at this channel on that. Now, one final thought here. If you are flexible, if this drill's no problem for you, you should keep your arm fairly straight, if not straight, but this is still good practice to keep the structure in your elbows. I've seen plenty of flexible people that give it this job, and it's a problem for them. Let's look at the downswing. So we'll stick with Tom Watson. Picture quality not that great, but let's have a look. Let's take him into the backswing. Two things we're going to notice. If we look at any great player, to differing degrees admittedly, but if we look at any of them in the backswing and compare that position in the downswing, the swing is always more compact, if you like, closer to their body coming down. That's because of the drive of the lower body. It pulls the club towards the golfer. The other thing you'd notice is even the golfers with a bit of bend in that left arm at the top, like Watson, tend to snap those arms nice and straight through impact. There's the occasional exception to that, but that generally holds true. Let's see if we can help you with that. Okay, as you saw there, the golf club should be reacting to the dynamic movement of the lower body of the player. That's why it gets closer to them. We're not going to camp out on that. And certainly the golfer that loads the club well should have enough energy and snap in the release to help straighten the arms out. But let's talk about the arm specifically. Those two are certainly factors. We're not going to camp there. When that club's moving at high speed, believe me, the tendency is for it to whip through and pull your arms apart. You have to firm up a little bit. I don't know anything about baseball, but whenever I see a picture of a great baseball player, their arms are tight and firm as they hit it. It's the same idea, squeezing them together. And remember, if you're the inflexible person, you're not up here now. Everything's down in front of you. There's no reason you couldn't keep your arms reasonably together. Just practice it on a small scale. Nice firm arms there, little follow through. You'll start to get the feeling for that resistance through impact. Hope this helps you.